Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.
Was you trading during tough times? How did you not get desperate? Look, I'm telling you, it was because of the mentor. It was because of my mentor, for real. Like, so it was this one time where I had $1,000 in my account, and GBP NZD, I believe, shot up, and I was in a buy. It shot up, right? And it shot up to $1,000. So now I doubled my account in one trade. So obviously I was over leveraged. But so I'm at $1,000 now. All of a sudden I'm at 2,000. I closed it out. I got $2,000 in my trading account, and I don't know how to act. I forgot how to trade. I don't like, it was something that came over me. It was like I didn't know what to do. And to be honest with you, that same feeling tried to come over me now that I'm at 400,000. Because remember, I made that video where I grew it to 100,000 to 400,000. Y'all know I've been trying to get over $400,000 with my trading account. And today we hit that goal. Let's go. $407,000. Let's go. When I hit 400,000, all of a sudden, my discipline wasn't as sharp. It was like I made it. I'm at 400,000. I made it. Now I'm getting all loose with my trades. I'm getting all like just sloppy. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with me? Why am I taking this entry so late? Why am I doing this? Why am I getting in so early? Why am I chasing this, chasing that? But I remember that when my mentor told me, he was like, this is a new arena for you. Don't up the lot size just because your account got bigger. You know how people be trying to compound? Hey, every time they win, they go up with the lot size. Don't do that. Keep your lot size the same for like a year. So as your account get bigger, your mindset have time to catch up with it. So that's kind of like what I was taught. And so now that I'm at 400,000, I got to remember that. It's like, yo, slow down. You in a new arena that you ain't never been in before. You gotta maybe take a break, let your mind catch up to it, but definitely don't go up to no $500 lot size just because I'm at 400,000 now. When I was desperate and stuff like that, like, so when I was trading, I was never really desperate because I was working at Office Max and my wife had a full-time job. So we had some money coming in and we was getting taxes at the end of the year. So I was never trading homeless. Like when I was homeless, I wasn't trading. I didn't know nothing about Forex. That would have been trading desperate. But I was just average living person, you know? I was just an average living person. I didn't have no fancy car. I was living in the apartment. I was working at Office Max. I had a little beat up car. My wife, you know what I'm saying? Did Quinn have a car? Yeah, Quinn had her own car. I had my beat up car. So it wasn't really nothing desperate. It was me just taking the time to learn how to trade. So how much money in your account to quit? All right, so you got to look at your bills, right? How much are your bills a month? You know, if your bills is $4,000 a month, well, then you got to definitely have more than $4,000 in your trading account. You gotta have enough money in your trading account that will allow you to make $4,000 a month. And in today's world, I definitely recommend you keeping your bills as low as possible. Keep them as low as possible. When you get up on a come up, please do not try to live like you rich. Like I tried to do when I first started. I was buying all type of stuff. Don't do that. Skip that. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't dare do that. But what's your bills? Keep your bills low. If it's 4,000, how much capital do you need to make 4,000 a month? All right, that's the starting point. Also, you need to continue to grow your account, so it needs to be more than that. Okay, so I want you to grow your trading account. You know, if you withdrawing 4,000, I want you to at least have another 3,000 in there that's growing your account. You know, at least for another 4,000 growing your account. I would say, because you don't want to just like, what if you have a losing month? So now you're gonna withdraw. You still got to pay your bills, so you're gonna withdraw that money. I don't want you to go into the initial capital. You feel me? So you need to have a nice little cushion. Let's say I make $18,000 a month. I want to withdraw about $13,000 of that. That leave me $5,000. I'm gonna keep that $5,000 growing my trading account. That's how I'm looking at it. I made $18,000 trading. I'm gonna take between 10 and 13 of that. I'm gonna leave 5 in there throughout the year to let that count grow. 5,000 times 9. I don't do 5,000 times 12. I don't think that there's 12 months in the trading, because January is not good trading. December is not good trading. So I only trade like 9 months out the year. 5,000 times 9, that's 45,000. So I grew my account by 45,000, and I was able to withdraw between 10 and 13,000. Your numbers might be different, but that's kind of like the sentiment of it, though. What do y'all think about Iran bombing Israel and them going back and forth bombing each other, right? Okay, so it got everything to do with money. Exactly. That's why there's money to be made in the Forex market still. So look at this. Whenever this type of stuff is happening, investors want to put money in safe havens, right? So what is the safe havens? What are the safe havens? Gold, believe it or not, the US dollar, and it's one more. Oh, the Swiss franc. Guess what is not a safe haven for investors? If Iran and Israel is going to war, guess who is not a safe haven? That's the GBP, the Great Britain pound. I'm telling you, that's the Great Britain pound. They're not going to invest over there. So what does that mean for us? We're going to short the pound. This is the pound, very weak. I'm telling you, because all the war stuff is going on. So that's me mixing fundamentals with the technicals. I don't know who this dude is, but this is where I'm starting. Anywhere I can start. If y'all got anything better to recommend, look, I know technical analysis like the back of my hand. I need to learn how to trade fundamentals. So this might be a beginner book. I could care less. I need to just start learning fundamentals. So this is where I'm starting. So look at the GU though. So look what's going on. So let me finish telling you. So it indirect effects on the British pound. Listen, oil prices spike, UK inflation risk. All right. Iran is a key oil exporter, and the UK imports a lot of energy. Rising oil prices increase inflation. Rising oil prices, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Iran, so it's going to increase inflation. That's where you're going to get the weakness of the pound, especially if the investors believe the Bank of England is going to struggle to control it. So how would you have taken advantage of this drop? You could be a trend line based trader. You can go, let me see. You could have went here, that retested. Bam, you could have went here, right here. All right. The reason why I put it, you got to start it here. All right. Then this one made a higher high. This made a higher high from this point right here. Then it pulled back, made another point. And then this made a higher high. Where did this make a higher high from? Where did it come from? It came from this point right here. So boom. So once that breaks, it broke and retest and dropped. So that's you mixing technicals with with understanding the fundamentals of what's going on over there. That's one way to do it. Technical analysis is always going to be technical analysis. It's going to be trend lines. It's going to be support and resistance. It's going to be supply and demand. It is what it is. That's not going to change. But add in some fundamentals with it, and now you will be on the right side of the market. See, if you only knew technical analysis, you would have just put the trend line here, but you wouldn't have known why is it dropping, why is it doing what it's doing. You would just be trading technical analysis, and then you will win if it break and retest. But add together with understanding what's going on in that country, and now you're like, you know what? GBP is not a safe haven if Iran and Israel is going at it because of the oil and all the other stuff. So then if that's the case, if this thing starts breaking below the 50, the red line, if it starts breaking below my 50 moving average, then that's telling me that the investors are not liking what's happening in the UK. So boom, I'm going to add my trend line because this will be a great area for me to get in and take advantage of that disaster that's going on over there. Look, I'm not an expert in fundamental analysis, and I'm not trying to sound like one, but this is what I'm learning so far. Imagine me 2 years down the road, I'm gonna be a beast. Just like how I became a beast with marking up the charts and winning these trades, I'm gonna be a beast with the fundamentals.